Alright, so recently I've been giving Civilization 6 a second chance. This is a game that I've played Civ 5 for thousands of hours, bro. Civ 5 was one of my favorite games of all time. But Civ 6, I never seemed to get into. It was one of the games where I just didn't really get it. But, you know, lately I've been playing a lot of Civ 6 because the DLC was on sale. So I was like, alright, you know what, I'll give it a second chance. And I've been playing as Sweden. And I kind of want to just show you guys, you know, my world and how it's going so far. I could do like a long form series on this game, but I don't really know if you guys would want me to do that. I guess I could. The thing with Civilization, right, is it takes a very long time to play this game. So if I made a series on this, there'd be like 100 episodes for one series, and I don't know if you guys want that. I don't think you would. I feel like that'd be a lot of content. So instead of doing a million episodes on the same game, we're going to do one episode on the game and just kind of show you how my world is doing. I've been playing for about 700 turns, right? 700 turns, which is not even a whole lot. But this is kind of what we're doing. We're playing on the Earth map. I'm playing as Sweden. Obviously, starting out, I settled Stockholm, turned this into a pretty good little city. Then I moved over to Finland and Norway, settled those cities. Eventually, I had to settle this Malmo city, Lund, and then I think those are all the cities I actually settled. I settled Karlstad. I settled this city right here. I settled the British island, but I did not get the London area. I got Ireland, Iceland, Greenland. I got lots of Canada. And Canada is where I'm trying to improve the country a little bit. And then I got Miami and a lot of the coastline, which doesn't really exist anymore. You might be wondering right tonight, why did you let the coastline collapse? And I kind of just said, you know what, screw it. Climate change was inevitable, boys. That we had no way to solve it. I just kind of let the world sink. I got a lot of Central America. Central America is where a lot of our bigger cities are, or at least our more important cities in this area. And then I got this area right here in southern Argentina, and I got this little part of Antarctica over here, which is pretty good. Maybe I need to get some more settlers and finish settling it, but that's something. And I definitely need to settle this as well for that oil. I think the biggest problem in this game for me is that we lack resources. So first of all, aluminum, we only get 12 a turn, which is really bad. I mean, think about how many cities we got, right? Normally in a game like this, you should be getting way more resources, but we're literally we're the biggest country on the map, and we're getting 12 aluminum a turn. And aluminum is one of the most important resources in this game, up there with the uranium. And I'm going to get to the uranium problem in a second as well. As for coal, we're making plenty of coal. I'm not having an issue with the coal industry. We're getting plenty of horses, as you know you probably would in this game. We have plenty of iron, which doesn't matter. Again, horses, iron doesn't matter no more. We have plenty of nitrous phosphate, which is also not important anymore. And then we have the oil, which we are getting a lot of oil, to be fair. We're getting 18 oil a turn, and we're using 11 oil a turn on our units, which is pretty good. That means we still have oil, and I'm actually going to be getting a lot more oil very soon. We have lots of oil down here that has not been introduced yet to our industry. So we have lots of potential for the oil to never really run out in our country. We have very large amounts of oil in my country. But the thing that we are struggling with is the uranium stockpile. The only uranium we're getting is from foreign countries, from our foreign city-states. We don't have any uranium deposits in the country, to my knowledge. Yeah, I don't think we have a single uranium deposit in any of our land. We might have one here. I don't remember. No, we do not. We don't, actually. Yeah, we don't have a single uranium deposit in our entire country. We rely solely on city-state uranium to keep our uranium afloat. And that's a big issue. That's a huge issue for our country. because without uranium, we can't really do anything. Now, there is a uranium deposit right here in Greece, and I think eventually I'm going to have to actually just take the city over and annex this into my country, so I actually have some uranium. There's also some uranium deposits over here in this orange country, so eventually I'm going to have to just fully annex that country, take them over for the uranium deposits. And I'm trying to think if there's any other easy to grab uranium deposits, but I don't think there is. Is this guy part of the same country? I think he is, actually. I didn't know that. Apparently the orange guy has some cities down here as well. He probably traveled through Afghanistan and then started settling all these other cities, and then Babylon probably wiped them out or something. I don't know. But the point of the matter is that our country, not doing very good. Not doing very good at all. And they've really built up the Mediterranean. Look at the Mediterranean, bro. It's literally nothing but wind turbines all across the Mediterranean, which looks pretty cool. But we are making lots of gold. That is the one thing that we have. We have lots of gold. So we're definitely the strongest country by that standard, but we just don't have the resources to get a military capable of taking cities over easily. My main reliance right now has definitely been the rocket artillery. Alright guys, so basically in Civ 6, I told you guys I was going to do more stuff. And I did. I ended up doing some very bad trolling on this Greek city. I took over this Greek city. And now my country is in a lot better position now. We've taken this city. This was a big city to take because it kind of... It always felt weird having to send my troops like all the way around the country. Now we can just send them right across. This city needed to be taken. But a bigger city, a more important city was Pella to take, or Pila, I don't know how to say it. This city was very important to take because it has uranium. This is the first uranium deposit we have in our country. So this is very big because obviously we had no uranium in our entire country. And now we actually have some, so that was very important to get. We are losing some cities as well, though. We've lost this city, and we've lost this city of Kish, or at least they've lost it. The orange people have. I never took this city over, but the orange have lost it. And the orange might lose all of this land to probably Babylon. Babylon will probably take our old city, which used to be their city. Because, again, like this city was probably doomed to begin with. Because I only had this one little way into it, so it was probably doomed to revolt regardless what I did. So I don't really think this city is super important to hold on to, I guess, at the end of the day. But it is kind of annoying that we lost it. But at the end of the day, I don't know if we would have been able to keep it anyway. So it's not a super big deal. I've also taken Taipei over, but they did rebel against me, so... Now they're just kind of here. I might try to take them over again, but I'm not sure. It shouldn't be that hard to take them over. I'll probably end up taking them over again. And then maybe I'll try to raise the city if it gives me the option to do that. And then maybe then it'll stay a part of my country, but it kept rebelling against me and I don't know why. I'm not very good at Civ 6 when it comes to that. I'm not really sure why they keep rebelling, but again, I'll probably have to retake that city as well. I bombed this city really badly, and I bombed this this military base, so this is pretty much our land. They don't really have a whole lot they can do to take it back. They do have some good naval divisions, and we had to fight lots of naval divisions just to get them out of the Black Sea. But slowly but surely, we are pushing them out of our country entirely. I'll probably have to drop some more nukes on them, though. I'll probably have to mobilize my entire country into building nuclear weapons. Alright, so I've been playing even more Civ 6. Again, I just kept playing the whole day, but a lot more has happened. Basically, Europe has turned into a mess. I managed to take over this city, take over this city, take over... Well, I settled this city. I didn't take that over. I wiped this city off the map, took over Israel from the purple guy. I took over Taipei, this city. I took over these, but then they rebelled against me, so I don't really want to take them back because they're not... Neither of them are really that important right now, so maybe I'll take them back later. And then France randomly attacked me, so I had to get into a war with France. I retook this city down here, which was a major city that I really wanted to take, and then I wiped Belgium off the map. I annexed Switzerland, and then I moved in. I destroyed this city, and then I took Paris over. Paris is kind of rebelling against me right now, but I think I'm going to be able to keep them. Lyon looks like it's about to rebel as well. But France is basically done. This country is basically done. Purple guy is basically done. Orange guy is basically done. Babylon, he's in ruin. He's never gonna recover from this either. Like, look at his country. All of his cities are without power. This city's without power. This city's without power. This city's without power. Like, these people are in third world countries collapsing. The only people who really kind of put a threat against me right now is maybe like Japan, which is more just, I think it's Vietnam, but there's basically Japan. And then Indonesia is pretty powerful at the moment. They have lots of islands, so obviously they're going to have a very hard country to take over. Obviously, since Indonesia is mainly an island country, it'll be a lot harder to actually invade something like this. Or it could be easier. I guess I could just storm it with the boats, and that wouldn't be that hard actually. There's a hurricane forming apparently. Nobody's settled Hawaii yet, which is interesting. Maybe I should do that. Maybe I should settle these as well. Right now I'm just kind of pillaging Jakarta. This city's doing pretty good. It's my city. And then I was about to take over this city, but then they pushed my troops back, and I don't really have any other guys over here that can really take that city yet. So we're gonna kind of fortify. Maybe we'll send this guy in too. I don't know. But we'll probably be able to take this city over. And then I did bomb this city, and we'll probably have to bomb more stuff here until we can kind of weaken them. Because this is all French territory. France annexed South America in the early game, so they always had all that land. I mainly focused here in Central America. I managed to get Miami, a lot of the coastline, and then the coastline started going away. So a lot of these cities aren't really worth a whole lot. Somehow they still have pretty good little populations though, but they're not really very good in terms of production. So none of these cities are really that good. This city could become good if I invested more in it. This is a pretty big city. This city is not terrible. This city is probably our strongest one. This is our best city when it comes to the New World. And actually all three of these cities are really good. And then this city is actually not that bad. These cities are whatever. And then obviously this is kind of like our main area, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that was the game I played. I basically won the whole thing at this point. You might be saying, Raider Knight, you haven't won yet. There's still a lot of countries to attack. But I mean, I've basically won. There's really not a whole lot left to do other than just kind of like nuke these places, take them over one by one. So at this point, there's not really any issue with the game because I'm getting a lot of all the different resources I was talking about, and I've been able to produce lots of nuclear weapons pretty quickly. So pretty easy game, pretty fun. And this was me playing Civ 6. Peace.